And the Longhorns ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. On the ground, it's Daniels. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. Oftentimes, you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the wolves at bay, and the phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy. Probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer portal.
It is, and think about players, man. If I'm not happy, if I'm not getting the run I want, like, I can just leave. I can go somewhere else. I can get paid by another opportunity. So I think players always having their eyes to that portal, looking at a better destination, makes it miserable for coaches.
Coming after him. He's got his man. At the 45 on his way. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Florida! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And you just cannot draw up the start of a season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year, and quick fire, you're down the field, scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. And the ball is intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown!
This offense is firing in all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. And you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Florida, 14, Texas, 0.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off. Texas.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him lose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
To the air, it's Ewers. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. The run from the shotgun. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it. You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. On the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The Gators decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He'll keep it himself. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 14, Texas 3.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
What's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the first.
Right back to the well.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Caught in the backfield, it's Golden. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field and get him to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Ewers. And the incomplete pass had a lot.
The back is incomplete. It's now third down.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he's got it inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Looking to throw on second down. Shoots it to the left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's caught. It's Wilson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got
Open runway ahead. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
You'll call for the fair catch here. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Lofted to the sideline, and it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? He's looking to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught at the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Devin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Manning. He finds his man. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. The give to the tailback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Give him 96 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. On the run, it's Baxter. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He's going to run it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Getting some heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Manning. Fires to the middle. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fair catch, called for and made. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to throw, it's Lagway. They're bringing heat. They get to him as he throws. And the pass is intercepted. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play. They've got it at the 38.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball to a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
In the waning seconds of the first half, doesn't hurt to go for it here on 4th down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stuffed. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Gators will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Back to pass, it's Manning. Looking down the middle. And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
The option look. Now the toss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first protection.
Well, jet sweep pass. Headed to the end zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. This guy can throw it. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Looking left. Makes the grab. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. The Gators get it past the sticks.
Man, how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Gator! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Notre Dame. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability.
Afterburners coming. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Offense in a bunch formation. The give from the gun. Knocked down for the tackle.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Finds his man. It's Baxter. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Florida, 28. Texas, 24.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll go right back to the run. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Longhorns! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
To the air, it's Flagway. Fires one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Florida! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He's got trips right, a single receiver to the left on second and short. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you get to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Setting up the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He's going to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and more. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Now they're going to throw it, using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking downfield, it's Glagway. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw for it. Makes his connection. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Comes out throwing on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Dumps it to the back. Right on target this time. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down, and the offense has to move quickly. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Dropping back, it's Glagway. Feeling some heat. He's going to take off. He wants a big play here late. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell the quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hands it off. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.